Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and Season 16 is coming to an end, which means it's a brand new opportunity to get disappointed, just like my parents when I was born. Season 17 is about to begin here as well, which means it's a brand new opportunity to learn some new heroes, taking them into competitive, and ultimately get your teammates upset. But that's what we're not trying to do today, because today, what I want to do is give you a list of heroes that in any general situation, whether you're playing with the meta, or you're just playing the 5 DPS meta, that you're gonna be okay, because that's the whole point of this video, is to give you, yes, some meta heroes, but also some heroes that you might not have considered before you watch this video. Now, that's not to say that you can't play your Tracers or your Genjis in competitive just because I don't talk about them in this video. No, play what you want. But if you were gonna come to me for advice about love in Overwatch, 1, why, and 2, well, here are some of my suggestions. In this video, I'm gonna be suggesting 4 total heroes, 1 offense hero, 2 tank heroes, and 1 support hero. Normally, I talk about 2 offense heroes, but in Season 17, there's going to be 2 tanks that I feel like are going to be taking over the meta, that if you were just to learn one of these, you're going to be okay, bruh. But before we look at the tank heroes, first let's look at the DPS hero that you want to try to learn before Season 17. Everybody's favorite role, and the role that you're going to want to play, but the e-board that you're forced to pocket won't let you play, but you're still going to try. But the best DPS hero for Season 17 is going to be Sombra. Sombra is currently taking over competitive right now due to the fact that there is little to counter her, and also because there is so much that she brings to the table. There is nobody in the game that can do what she does, and as good as she does it with her hacking ability, but more importantly with her EMP ultimate ability. She makes heroes like a Pharah, a Reinhardt, a Hammond, a sitting duck where they can't get any protection because they're so out of position. If you were just to hack them, boop, you can focus them, and it opens the door for you to go and be aggressive. But not only that, her ultimate ability is one of the best in the game that can build up fairly quickly if you were to flank around in the back, poke them a little bit, and as soon as they are focused on you, boop, translocate out of there. And you do that about 3 or 4 times, get your EMP, pop it on 6 or 5 of them, and you win the team fight. There is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't win a team fight, because there is no way for anyone to protect themselves when it comes to an ability, or especially when it comes to a support ability. But the only times that you don't get the full value out of EMP, I feel like, is when your team isn't grouped up, and when you're not communicating with your team, when you're going in with an EMP, or just even simply going in with a hack. While Sombra has some of the best abilities that can't be easily stopped, and can be so good while running the go composition on your side, or going against the go composition on the enemy side, due to the fact that the enemy team is all grouped up together, and it's an easy EMP, or even going against the bunker comp, when you can easily EMP the Bastion and EMP the shield away, you still have to realize that your team doesn't fully know what you're doing. So many silent Sombra players think that their team is so fixated on what they're doing and only what they're doing, and they forget they have their own job to do. Me as Soldier, I'm on the Pharah. Me as Winston, I'm on the Genji. I'm not so worried about what you're doing unless you were to tell me, hey guys, Brigida's hacked. Let's focus this single hero. Once I hear that, yeah, bye Pharah, I'm not focused on you. I'm gunning down that Brigida, dog. That sounded stupid. So yes, for Season 17, please learn Sombra, because there's very little that's countering her right now. But now let's talk about the 2 tanks that you want to try to learn in Season 17. Now, very rarely do I ever give hero suggestions that require another hero for this suggested hero to do good, but in this current meta, this is just such a powerful meta comp that I can't shy away from it. The 2 tanks that you want to try to learn in Season 17 is going to be both Orisa and or Roadhog. This hero composition, also known as pulled pork, popularized by Music, is getting a second wind here in Season 17, all because of how deadly and unstoppable it is, assuming they don't have a Reinhardt shield that is up that can block your hook. Because how this composition works is that there is a Roadhog and that there is an Orisa. You're chilling behind the Orisa shield, and the halt ability from Orisa goes. The glowing green ball is traveling, is going in the back line, and then whoop, a bunch of heroes get pulled towards the green ball, whether they like it or not. And what Roadhog is supposed to do is throw his hook at the green ball like target practice and pull anybody. It doesn't have to be anyone specific. Hopefully it's a squishy like a Soldier or a Zenyatta, but you're just supposed to pull someone out of position that wasn't behind the Reinhardt shield. And this is why it's extremely important to have synergy, because you need to know when the Orisa halt is up so that you don't waste your Roadhog hook, but you also need to know when the Roadhog hook is up up so that you don't waste your Holt ability thinking that he's going to throw his hook. When the Orisa and the Hog is in tandem together, is on beat, it is a beautiful and cancerous sight. That's why I consider both of these heroes together rather than just single picks that you should learn in Season 17, because you really don't want to learn the Orisa, because if you want to learn a shield tank, might as well be playing Reinhardt because he does that job a lot better. But you also don't really want to be playing Roadhog because he is such an ult battery. You might as well be playing someone like Zarya. But if you were to play both of these heroes together, while alone they're terrible, they combine their forces and they are this cheese composition that everyone will get annoyed by, but no one will stop it unless they were to play the Reinhardt and get that extra protection. But even then, you just gotta break the Reinhardt shield, break the Zarya bubble, and you'll be good to go with this pulled pork comp. But again, just like Sombra, you need to have synergy, you need to communicate. Okay, Hog, here comes the Holt. Okay, Orisa, I have my hook. Are you ready? Yep, here we go. And you throw it, boom. You'd be surprised at how terrible this composition works if you do not communicate just by simply saying, hey, Holt is ready. Hey, hook is ready, shields down, let's go, baby. And the best part about this composition, before we move on to the best support hero for Season 17, is that this is a composition that can get you fast and cheap kills that only requires 2 people talking. It's not like Bunker Comp that requires 4 specific heroes, or GOAT composition where it requires 6. You just need 2 people willing to play Roadhog and Orisa. Most of the time, that's available because 2 people are hiding away in their party anyway. You pick 2 tanks, great, we solved the tank issues, now pick DPS and support, but we'll be doing our own thing, getting hooks and halts, getting you cheap and easy kills so that we can be aggressive. That's why this composition is so great, so powerful. Please learn for Season 17, especially if you have a boyfriend and girlfriend. So I won't be learning this comp anytime soon. But what is the best support hero that you want to try to learn for Season 17? And I'll be honest, support heroes are kind of in a good spot right now. You can get away with running a Zenyatta, you can definitely play a Lucio, and heck, Mercy even has her times, especially when you have a Pharmacy combination. But what I'm going to be suggesting for you guys to learn, if you haven't already, is to learn Baptiste. Really consider what's meta right now, where there's the GOAT meta, there's the Bunker meta, and there's also this new pulled pork meta. And Baptiste is good in every single one of those metas. Not really in GOATs, but you can get away with running a Baptiste in GOATs if you're so stubborn and not wanting to run a Zenyatta or a Lucio. But when you look at the Bunker comp, you absolutely need the Baptiste. You can't run Bunker without a Baptiste, stupid. Just like how you can't run it with an Orisa or a Bastion or a Mercy. And that's where the synergy comes into play and why it's so important. But just like most of our competitive games, we're not going to have synergy. So what are we more than likely going to have? Well, the 2 tanks that I just suggested in this video. An Orisa and a Hog. And a Baptiste is really good when you're pairing both of those heroes together because they're very stationary, but they also benefit from your burst heals because they are so big and beefy. But when you disregard all the metas that he's good in, when you look at Baptiste himself, the defining feature that makes him key in any kind of composition is going to be the immortality field. If you don't use the immortality field effectively, you might as well be playing the Ana, because at least that way you can maybe guarantee a kill because of the anti-grenade, assuming they don't have a Zarya bubble. I've been saying time and time again that Baptiste's immortality field is one of the best abilities in the game, and it's gonna be game-changing, but it takes time for people to actually know the timing of immortality field, recognizing what's on the field, and when to get the most value out of it. Because yes, it's so simple just to throw immortality field to save the dying Reinhardt or the dying Roadhog that was overextended. But then that just leaves a door open for, say, a Zarya grab, or say something else that could instantly be negated from the immortality field if you were just to save it, or just be smart with it, not just to simply save these tanks that are out of position. So while it's not going to be an overnight thing where you learn Baptiste, it's going to be a long and treacherous journey. Once you figure out the timing of immortality field and been in so many situations where you recognize that immortality field is going to be very clutch because the Zarya's grab is up, but we can't just waste it with the Hanzo dragons coming through. Tracer is also flanking in the back. That's when you're going to get the fullest amount of value out of Baptiste, and why I'm suggesting him in Season 17, because alone he's going to be a great healer, especially if you're bad at aiming like me with Ana. But when you do have the times of synergy, which are very few and far between, you can run him with Bunker, you can run him with Goats if you only know how to play Baptiste. So he's not only just a great healer by himself, but along with a team-oriented composition, along with so many of these other heroes heroes too, especially with Sombra. But the whole idea of this video is for you to get an idea of a hero that you want to try to learn in the off season so that you aren't relying on your team, because so many times people are blaming their teammates for them losing, yet they're a one-trick Hammond or they're a one-trick Brigitte and they're not learning any other hero. Well, here's an idea of heroes that you can try to learn for season 17 that doesn't necessarily require 5 other people to help you succeed. No, if you learn the in and outs of these heroes, learn the timing of the hack or the immortality field or the hook, you're gonna be okay. And you can only blame yourself for your misfortune because that's just how competitive is. That's the cruel reality. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.